Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to Lesson 4 in Unit 2, Week 2 of Fundations. So today we are going to talk about those glued sounds as well as our R-controlled vowels. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today on my screen, you can see we have our letter board over here, our glued sound, and our controlled vowels. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to point to a letter. I'm going to say the letter, and you're going to repeat after me. Ready? A, apple, a. E, ed, e. I, itch, I. O, octopus, ah. U, up, Great job. All right, let's do some consonants. F, fun, f. J, jug, j. Q, queen, qu. V, van, v. All right, great job, second grade Smarties. We are going to move on to those glued sounds. Remember, when we see these letters together, they're going to make one sound together. So we can hear them, but they're called glued sounds because they all like to stick together. All right, let's get started. A-L-L, ball, all. A-M, ham, am. A-N, fan, an. A-N-G, fang, ang. I-N-G, ring, ing. O-N-G, song, ong. U-N-G, lung, ung. A-N-K, bank, ank. I-N-K, pink, ink. O-N-K, honk, onk. U-N-K, junk, unk. All right, second grade Smarties, remember those glued sounds? When we hear that A or E, it's going to be that I, okay? And if we hear ang, we're not going to say ah, it's going to be ang. Great job. All right, let's move on to our R-controlled vowels. All right, here we go. A-R, car, R. O-R, horn, or. E-R, her, I-R, bird, U-R, burn, Remember these last three, they all say the same R-controlled vowel sound, All right, so I'm going to point to one, and I want you to say what it says. Are you ready? E-R. It says right? Are you ready for the next one? U-R says great job. I-R says All right, let's just check the other two. Are you ready? What does A-R say? R, like car. And what about O-R? Or, like horn. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, we are going to move right along. And Miss Mason needs to search for a marker. Hold on one second. And we're back. Okay, guys, so we have a word of the day, and this word of the day has all kinds of things going on in it. It has a blend, it has a glued sound that is also part of a blend. So I'm going to write this word. All right, this is the word stamp. What's the word? Stamp. Let's tap it out. Are you ready? S-t-am, stamp. So in the word stamp, I have a blend. So ST says st. I have a glued sound. So I'm going to put a box around my glued sound. But it's also part of a blend. So let's tap this out again. St, am, p, stamp. What does AM say? Am like ham. Great job. So when we see the word stamp, there are many examples of how we can use this word. This would be a vocabulary word that we need to understand what it means. So a stamp can be an action word or it can be a noun. So if it's an action word, let's say I had some mud stuck in my shoes. I might stamp the mud out of my shoes. Okay. I could also use stamp as a noun. So a stamp is that little sticker, a special sticker that you put on an envelope to send mail to someone. You have to have it so it can get sent to another person. Sometimes you use ink for a stamp to put on a piece of paper or on a passport or a license for something. So stamp can be used as an action word or a noun. Let's tap it out one more time. Here we go. Stamp, stamp. And in our student notebooks, pause if you need to get your student notebook so we can do this together. We are going to go to page 58. And we already have 3 words that start with S in our vocabulary section. That is awesome. We have 3 words that we have found the meanings of. So in that S, I have the word stamp, and you can mark up the word stamp. So you could underline the S, T, and P and put a box around that A, N because it's a glued sound. And I made sure that I started with an uppercase letter. I ended with punctuation, and I made sure my sentence makes sense. So I said, I will use a stamp to send a letter. So I use stamp as a noun. Remember, a stamp is that sticker that we put on a piece of mail to send it to someone. So here's the sentence. Maybe you can challenge yourself to show stamp in a different sentence. Show it in a different way. Take the challenge. I will use a stamp to send a letter. All right, guys, we are going to move right along. So we are going to use our whiteboards and our markers. So pause the video if you need to go get your whiteboard and marker. And we are going to make some words that have glued sounds. And we're also going to do some trick words. Okay, so go ahead and get your whiteboard and marker. All right, and we are going to use this side of our board. The first sound I need you to make is what letter says ah. Write it on your board. A, apple, ah. Great job. Write the letter that says p. P, pan. Write the glued sound that says ong, like song. O-N-G, song, ong. Okay, and write the sound that says ink, like pink. Show me in 3, 2, 1. Great job. I-N-K, pink, ink. Now I'm going to give you a couple words that have bonus letters. Okay, here we go. I need you to write the word puff. P-a-f, puff. P-a-f, puff. Great job. Remember, if my consonant, if F, L, S, or Z comes at the end and it comes after a short vowel, it gets a bonus letter and we put a star on the top. All right, here's the next word I need you to make. I need you to make the word check. Check. E, k, check. And remember, if that k comes at the end after a short vowel, it gets CK. We had 2 digraphs in that word. Very good. All right, our next word we are going to do is sing. Sing. S-ing, sing. S-ing, sing. S-ing, sing. I will sing you a song. All right. And our next word is ram. Ram. Am, ram. Am, ram. Very good. It had that glued sound. A-M, ham, am. Am, ram. Woo! Miss Mason got tongue-tied. All right. Now we're going to do 2 of our trick words that we have learned this week. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say the word. You're going to repeat it. We are going to use 2 fingers in the hand that we write with. We're going to spell it out loud and write on, you can write on your arm, write on the table, but we're going to spell it so it gets stuck in our head, and then we will spell it on our board out loud. We'll use our words to tell us what to do. Yes. All right, here we go. The first word we are going to make is walk. What's the word? Walk. Here we go. W-A-L-K. Walk. Now say it out loud as you write it on your board. W-A-L-K. Walk. Oh, Miss Mason accidentally made a capital K. Whoops, you don't need a capital letter at the end. All right, walk. The next word we are going to write is both. What's the word? Both. We're going to use our fingers first. B-O-T-H, both. B-O-T-H, both. Great job. All right, clear your board, and we are going to make a sentence. All right, Miss Mason's going to get her sentence ready. Ooh, okay, here we go. Make sure that you start every sentence with a capital letter. All right, our first word in our sentence is both. I just wrote that. Both men had a long, and another trick word, walk. Both men had a long walk. Both men had a long walk. So when I am reading a sentence, I can scoop my letters, right? So I kind of have to scoop them to where when I'm reading, I can flow right through the page. So I would say both men had a long walk. So we scoop it so it flows together. So make sure you get your sentence. Make sure you started with capital letter, had some finger spaces, and ended with punctuation. All right, second grade Smarties, great job today. Make sure that you are using that growth mindset. I know these glued sounds are tricky, but you guys are doing awesome. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Find some ways to spell words with those glued sounds, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.